For more than 90 years, Gallagher's Insurance, Risk Management, and Consulting Solutions have helped businesses, communities, and people face their futures with confidence. For more than 90 years, Gallagher's Insurance, Risk Management, and Consulting Solutions have helped businesses, communities, and people face their futures with confidence. For more than 90 years, Gallagher's insurance, risk management, and consulting solutions have helped businesses, communities, and people face their futures with confidence. For more than 90 years, Gallagher's insurance, risk management, and consulting solutions have helped businesses, communities, and people face their futures with confidence.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jacques Rondeau, President and CEO of Rosemount Center. I welcome everyone to our new look Fiesta for 2021, which allows many of you to visit Rosemount Center for the very first time, and from places as far away as Seattle, Washington, and Dublin, Ireland. I would be totally remiss in not giving a huge shout out to our Chief Development Officer, Martha Johnson, and her Fiesta Fabulosa team, Catherine Leshner, our Director of Annual Giving, and Claire Henderson of the Rosemount Board of Directors and Development Committee Chair, who devised this, our first virtual fall fiesta, in less than 4 months. An absolutely wonderful effort which we will all enjoy this evening. Many of our veteran fiesta goers will remember Steve Little, our auctioneer for several past fiestas, and tonight's Master of Ceremonies auctioneer. So I will hand off to Steve for the remainder of the evening's festivities. But first, live from Rosemount Center, it's Saturday night.
Hi everybody, I'm Mark Shriver and I'm so proud to be here at the Fiesta Fabulosa. I don't know how to pronounce that, but what a great evening. I hope everyone's having a blast for a truly important cause. I'm so proud to have been to Rosemount about 11 or 12 years ago. I've seen the great work they've done. I was there at the 40th anniversary, and there's no better example than high quality early childhood education in Washington, D.C., and really across the country than Rosemount. When we look across America, one of the most pressing issues is rebuilding childcare facilities, rebuilding childcare infrastructure, providing high quality early childhood education, and that's what Rosemount does. When we see that young children who live in poverty by the age of 4 are 18 months behind kids who don't live in poverty, we know that we have to invest early. When we see brain scans of kids that get high quality early childhood education and see all those synapses growing and the brain growth that happens, we know it's important to invest in high quality early childhood education. When we see economic reports that show that there's a strong ROI for investing in high quality early childhood education, we know it's an economic issue. And when we look at it as a social justice issue, we know that the most important thing we can do is invest in our youngest kids. So I want to congratulate Rosemount on this great event. I want to ask you all to dig a little deeper into your wallets to help the cause. Rosemount is a great example in Washington, D.C., and really across the country of the best when it comes to high quality early childhood education. So everyone have a fantastic night. I hope next year we're all together. I hope you'll invite me back, even though I can't pronounce the name correctly for this great event, to celebrate the great work that Rosemount does day in and day out for kids all across DMV. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great evening.
Thank you, Jacques, and thank you to Mark Shriver, both for appearing here tonight and for all the work you do for children and early childhood education in our country. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen and kids, for tuning in tonight. I'm Steve Little. It's a pleasure to be with you here for tonight's special Fiesta Fabulosa. I'm going to be your MC, host, and auctioneer. I'm glad to be back at Rosemount for the 6th time. We miss having all of you here, but we're so glad you can join us for home. Many of you are enjoying delicious paella and sangria prepared by Rosemount's own chef, Benjamin Velasquez. Here's a pro tip for you. If you're enjoying tonight's meal, make sure to place a bid on the live auction item, open now, that includes a virtual cooking lesson with Chef Benjamin himself. That's one of the highlights of the live evening. Those of you who come here know that. Speaking of the auction, many of you have already accessed the auction platform. I mean, my goodness, the bidding in the silent auction that opened earlier this week is robust. As a reminder, All silent auction items will close at 7:15 this evening. That's just a few minutes away. So make sure to place your high bids now. And you know, there's actually some items that don't have bid yet, and those can often be terrific opportunities. So take a look. If you haven't yet had a chance to register to participate in the auction, it's not too late. Just open a web browser on your phone or computer and visit rosemountfiesta2021.ggo.bid. Again, that's rosemountfiesta2021.ggo.bid. Once you've registered, you'll be able to browse and bid on more than 100 fantastic packages. Click the 3 horizontal lines in the top right corner of the page to access the menu. They call that the hamburger menu, which will allow you to sort items by categories. My personal favorite is the Unique Experiences and Entertainment section, which includes items that you literally cannot find anywhere else. Look, we've got virtual visits with notable figures from both the Bush and Obama White Houses, music lessons from experts in the field, clarinet lessons even, and virtual talks and even tutoring from university professors. While you're placing those last silent auction bids, I want to give you a preview of what tonight's Fiesta is going to look like. In addition to hearing stories from some of the many, many people who make the Rosemount community so special, faculty, staff, parents, kids, we will also have a number of fantastic opportunities to come together to contribute in support of the important work of Rosemount Center. In addition, we have 4 fantastic live auction items. Now, these are actually items that would have been live if we were all here together. Then we're going to highlight these throughout the evening. Each one is available for bidding now on your mobile device in the same place you access the silent auction, and each one will close by announcement by me shortly after its highlight. It's coming up later, so stay tuned. Finally, we'll have an opportunity to donate in direct support of the Rosemount Center. This is the most impactful way for you to make your voice heard, so please give generously when the time comes. Even if you aren't planning to participate in the auction, please do register at rosemountfiesta2021.ggo.bid so you can participate in our donation opportunity later this evening. All the donations count, ladies and gentlemen. This is an important night for Rosemount, so thank you for joining us. In the meantime, many of us know what makes Rosemount so special, but let's take a peek inside to understand the impact Rosemount is making right now and why your support tonight is so critical.
When you're talking about the tapestry that allows us to operate, you have to go back to the House of Mercy. So the House of Mercy essentially started this program. In the early 1970s, they decided to launch a second 501c3, and that was the Rosemount Center. To this day, we get this building for $1 a year of rent.
I see Rosemount as like a piece of history. Like, it really is like, it's very well known in the community. It's been here for 40 plus years, and just to see such a diverse group of people working together as a family to achieve this mission of preparing families for the future, I think it's very unique. I think that's the thing I love most about Rosemount.
First of all, Rosemount, to me personally, is like a family. It's a family of the young children growing up in love, in neutral, in caring.
And I love the Rosemount Center, and I love the kids.
I feel like they're my kids, even though they're not my kids, but they call us mama, and watching them grow and develop, it's a warming feeling I have with them.
I guess it's pretty family oriented, I guess, because we have like parents that are bringing their kids here that they used to come here before.
I really think seeing the children and families grow as individuals and as a family, it's really a beautiful thing.
There is something in Rosemount, there is a secret in here that people cannot find outside.
Some of our teachers have been at Rosemount for over 40 years.
We have families that are so impressed and so happy and satisfied with the work that we have done, that they come back for generations.
I mean, it's really a unique place. When you think about it, it's like a little utopia. I mean, you meet people from all over, all working together to better the lives of families and children. So it's really a unique and special place.
Wow, what an amazing testament to the strength of the Rosemount Center family. 40 years for some of the teachers. Thanks to all of you for being such a supportive part of it, and thanks for tuning in tonight. It means a lot to us. Now, let's take a look at the way Rosemount is a national model of multiculturalism and bilingual education.
Everybody work together so that we can accomplish the mission of making families and children ready for the future by giving them a comprehensive education in a multicultural setting.
One of the things that attracted me the most to Rosemount was just the diversity. I mean, you can find people from every single country here, children from every country, people that speak so many different languages.
I love Rosemount, working in Rosemount, because it's a bilingual. A lot of people are speaking Spanish in here, teachers and families.
I think they send the children here because it's a multicultural place when the kids can learn for other cultures.
It's going to give them the exposure they need downstream when they go into a public school or a private school.
Well, I think it's important because this is a time that children really, absorb all what they can't, especially if we speak two languages. I guess they can be, bilanguage and speak two language, and this is the time for them to do it.
The other thing is maintaining their language skills. Head Start is a big fan of this. We're big fans of dual language learning.
I mean, it's amazing to see a lot of our older children really take on, two languages. Some of them even know 3 languages if they have, some speak French at home.
All children, no matter where they're from or what their parents do or where they live or what language they speak, they all have the same opportunity to succeed.
When you work in such an environment, these children will grow up knowing that no matter what color you are, no matter what language you speak, you can still be my friend. We can learn together, we can eat together, and we can accomplish all the tasks that we need to do together without being biased.
For more than 90 years, Gallagher's Insurance, Risk Management, and Consulting Solutions have helped businesses, communities, and people face their futures with confidence.
Just fantastic. I love that message of togetherness. We just heard from Gallagher, and we are grateful to all of our sponsors and to the many folks who have already made financial contributions to this year's Fiesta. Speaking of which, I mentioned at the top of the show there will be an opportunity to donate in support of Rosemount students during tonight's program. I'll be talking more about it in just a few minutes, but the truth is, the whole program is an opportunity for you to make that donation. If you're logged into your bidding platform, just click the purple Bid for Kids button to make your gift. If you haven't yet signed up, that's okay. There's still time to participate in our live auction. It only takes one bid to do it. And you make a donation tonight, folks. Every bid counts. Just visit rosemountfiesta2021.ggo.bid to get started. In the meantime, let's learn more about Rosemount's home-based programs.
So for Early Head Start, our program supports pregnant women to 3 years old. Once a child turns 3 years old, they would have to come to a center or go into Head Start, because Head Start takes children that are 3 to 5 years old.
Yo hago visitas o hacía visitas a las mamás embarazadas o después del parto. El home visit se encargaba de que hacer las citas, yo iba a los visitaba, llevaba bastante información, así llenábamos formularios de prenatal, de postnatal para el niño, seguimientos, información sobre si tiene WI, las vacunas, que si tiene seguro médico, oral, y alguna otra más información durante el tiempo del embarazo.
We're not just in it academically for the children, we're also very invested in parent education and also providing resources to families that really need them. So monthly we have parent educational workshops through our policy council meetings. We provide resources from the city. We have community partners. So if a parent needs legal advocacy, if a parent needs, maybe food, if a parent needs diapers, we're working with partners from all over the city to ensure that our families get that.
We have a whole comprehensive team that helps with any developmental disabilities that a child might have. We have a health and nutrition manager on site who makes sure all the kids get their immunizations up to date and have dental checks, regular dental checks. Rosemount really contributes to not just early childhood education, but the good and the well-being of the community for everyone.
Amazing. I love Rosemount Center's can-do attitude, and that was a great reminder that Rosemount's work doesn't stop at the center's doors. It's a comprehensive program for the entire family. Now, anyone who has been to Rosemount knows that we are so lucky as a city-located school to have such a fantastic outdoor play space. And you can imagine, given the social distancing requirements over the past year, our playground spaces have gotten more use than ever. And kids can wear out a playground, folks. The proceeds from this year's Fiesta Fabulosa Bid for Kids digital paddle race effort will go towards a comprehensive playground repair and enhancement project. It's going to include excavating and repairing the infant-toddler playground drain area, replacing the playground surface, replacing and augmented the preschool playground tricycle fleet. Did you know that Rosemount Center has a playground tricycle fleet? Wow, that's fun to say. And we're going to have some new additional play structures. You can see them in the picture there on your computer. They're going to be for preschool students. But it's not just the tangible stuff that you're helping to support. You're helping the kids. Being outside is critically important for children's development. And contact with nature along with outdoor education can improve health outcomes and specific engagements. Folks, it's well documented in study after study. They spend a lot of time, effort, and money to research something that we all know outside's good for kids. In other words, these spaces aren't just for play, they're places for learning as well. Here, children utilize all of their senses, develop motor skills, and an important part of recess and playground is the social emotional skills like sharing, collaboration, teamwork, and they become more independent and confident individuals. I know that getting some fresh air can help recalibrate my mood, just imagine what it can do for a room full of young children. And for most parents, you probably don't have to imagine it's not too hard to imagine that. But before I officially ask for your support, however, why not? Let's hear firsthand from some of the beneficiaries of your support.
My name is Charos, and I'm a parent at the Rosemount Center since 6 years. This is our 6 years with the center, and I have 3 children.
I'm Maggie Prieto, and I have 3 daughters.
So there's myself, my husband. We have 2 little girls.
Hola, yo soy de México. Tengo 14 años aquí en Estados Unidos y solo tengo un niño.
And all of them had the great benefit of enrolling at the Rosemount Center.
As a mom, no matter what age you are, you're always like, okay, I want to do the best I can, but I'm not quite sure what that is. And so I love that at Rosemount, they make you always feel like you are doing the best that you can, and we're helping you be the best that you can.
Mi experiencia con Rosemount Center es excelente, es buena, porque yo me siento segura de dejar mi hijo allá.
Starting from administrative team and all the teachers, everybody was exceptional. They were really going out of their way to give me as much information possible.
The Rosemount Center gave me such comfort that she was well cared for, she was loved, and she was enriched.
El tiempo que ha estado en Rosemount, él ha mejorado su comportamiento y tiene buenas habilidades, como le gustan los libros, dibujar, y es ordenado.
It's just so amazing to know that from when your car pulls in until when your car leaves, it's nothing but smiles, nothing but help.
It's just that warmness and the way they serve, that caught my attention, and I couldn't just leave that place.
Valuing people for something other than where they live or where they came from or what they look like.
If you do something for a place like a Rosemount, you will see the impact, you will see that bright future, which is our children, right? So I can tell that these children will definitely bring us back more than what we donated.
It's not just we're doing something, donate here. You get the whole background as to why you're donating, how it's going to help, who it's going to help. And again, it for moms like me, we are the ones that receive the most help from Rosemount. And so I really do think, it has something for everyone, for every person that is out there questioning, am I going to be a good mom by finding a daycare center? This is what you need right here.
Wow, that was super powerful and such an important reminder of the work that Rosemount is doing. Now, I know some of you have already been raising your digital paddle by clicking the purple Bid for Kids button on your bidding platform. If you haven't yet registered to bid and place donation, okay, that's fine, but now is the time. Please navigate to the URL on your screen to get set up. For those of you who have signed up, you've just received a text message with a link to your account. Click that link. Then click the purple Bid for Kids button on your screen, and you will see levels that range from 5,000 all the way down to 100 and also other. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, every bid counts. You can select a level that makes you comfortable. We want you to be comfortable. But if you're a little uncomfortable for a few moments, believe me, next time when you visit Rosemount and you see that beautiful new playground that you helped with, you will feel so good. Just remember, every dollar you contribute is going to help the learning experience of Rosemount students, and by extension, have a positive impact on their entire families, and by extension, have a positive influence on our entire community. So, let's take a look at our scoreboard to see where we are. Wow, would you take a look at this? All the bidding has already gone to $19,450. Ladies and gentlemen, parents, alumni, teachers, thank you so much for supporting Rosemount Center. And look here, we have a donation, $2,000 from Jacques Rondeau. Jacques Rondeau, $2,000, thank you so much. And here's from Dr. Elizabeth Child, $500, $500, thank you, Dr. Child. We have a donation here from the Linky Foundation of $1,000. $1,000 from the Linky Foundation, thank you. And here's the donations come in. Dr. and Mrs. Spencer Gordon for $500. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah Rothman, for your 100. Thank you, Kurt Shire. Look at that for 500. Keep your eyes on the screens, ladies and gentlemen. You can see the bids coming in. Now is the time. We need your help. And this is a big night for Rosemount. I love the can-do attitude. Adam Koppel, 300, thank you. And you know, it adds up. We really appreciate it. The students appreciate it. This is a completely unique school in the whole District of Columbia. Everybody here knows how unique it is. So who can help? Who else can help? Can someone help for another 500 perhaps, or even 1,000? Remember, you are helping with a new surface for the playground, infant toddler playground drain, and a new tricycle fleet, and new play structures. And that was always my kids' favorite part of school, was going out into the playground. So when you see something now like so valuable, look at Janet Stocks for 100. Thank you so much. Who else can help? Any thousands out there perhaps? We're at 24,450. We're doing well. And remember, there's lots of opportunities. Dalia Sokolov, 100. Thank you. And I'm not inclined to rush because the bids are coming in. Brun Andre, I hope I say your name correctly. 100 for Brun Andre for 100. Thank you. Any other 100s in there, even a 50, even a 25. Believe me, you might. Look at this, Margarito Preto for 300. Thank you. Thank you. People love Rosemount Center, and you can see why. Coming here for the live auctions over the past years has been so delightful. And don't you love this can-do attitude? Isn't this a great night tonight? And we're almost done. We've got some live items that we're going to be offering now. These are will be come up shortly, and I will. Thank you, Christine Connors. And ladies and gentlemen, you can keep on bidding. I'd like to thank all of our donors. We are so appreciative of your support. Adam Koppel again, 51. That's very creative, Mr. Koppel. Thank you. All right. Next up, we will be closing the live, and Thomas Becker. I know I'm not ready quite to finish it. There's another 100 coming in on that. Okay, we'll be closing the live auction items over the next several minutes, so stay tuned. But first, let's hear from alumni parent Cecilia Munoz.
Hi, everybody. My name is Cecilia Munoz, and I'm one of those public policy people that you see around Washington, D.C. But more importantly, I'm a former Rosemount parent and a former member of the Rosemount Board of Directors. And I'm here to share a quick story with you. I worked for President Obama for 8 years. I was his domestic policy advisor in the White House. And in the summer of 2013, he asked his team to think through if he was going to make one investment in advancing economic opportunity. He wanted to know what that investment should be. And we spent the summer on this question, gathering the evidence, and the evidence turned out to be really clear that the single best investment that you can make in advancing economic opportunity in the United States is high-quality early childhood education. This is one of the many reasons that the Rosemount Center is so important. Now, I didn't necessarily think about that when I enrolled my baby girls at the Rosemount Center now more than 25 years ago. What I was thinking about was that I wanted a caring, nurturing environment for my girls. I knew that I wanted an environment that was serving not just my children, but doing an excellent job with children from all over the DC area. I was so gratified to find a place that honored the fact that my family was bilingual, and which contributed to the fact that my daughters are now successful bilingual adults. But I didn't appreciate when I started what Rosemount means to the larger community. I do appreciate that now. So I thank you, everyone associated with the Rosemount Center, for the loving environment you gave to my girls. But more importantly, I thank you for the extraordinary contributions you make to this community. The work you do could not be more important. I'm so grateful. And I thank everyone who's supporting the Rosemount Center. It is an excellent investment. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cecilia. Now, it's time to turn to our fabulous lineup of live auction items. The first live auction item that will close tonight is a 3-night stay at Peace and Plenty Farm at Bolingbrook Farm in Upperville. And we have had this in our live auction before. The people who go to this love this. Enjoy I'll give you a brief description. It's on your slide. A 3-night stay at the extraordinary Peace and Plenty Farm in Bolingbrook. It's in Upperville, so really near Middleburg. 1-hour drive from DC. Your private guest house sleeps up to 5 people in 2 queen-size bedrooms. The guest room also has an additional day bed or a guest house. Make yourself at home with the full kitchen, beautiful views, 400 acres of pastoral beauty all around you. It dates back to a 721 land grant from Lord Fairfax himself. It's been widely featured in Virginia horse country publications. You are sure to enjoy this exquisite experience. It's valid for an entire year, but they're willing to work with you if there are COVID-related restrictions. All right, thank you, Rosemarie Bogley. The value on this is $1,800. We will be closing this item after the next segment of our show, so don't delay. Place your final bids now.
I think the children who are in Rosemount are very lucky. They really have chosen the best place in DC. Yeah, I'm sure of that. Because there is something in Rosemount that you couldn't find in other centers.
Yeah, Rosemount offers a safe, clean, nurturing, loving, creative environment for children from all different kinds of backgrounds.
One of the things that makes our staff so effective is nurturing. They know how to take care of children and they're good at it.
We are working on all domains that they need to grow. Social, emotional, physical, math, science, art, project.
Bueno, me gusta compartir con ellos, jugamos, hacemos el círculo, leemos libros, jugamos con los pasos. Ellos son muy cariñosos y nosotros también con ellos.
And the kids have a morning routine. We do a little activity in the morning. Each of them work on something, either letters or coloring or something that we're working individually with them.
Through the zones, we are doing the motor skills, fine motor skills, and gross motor skills, and language. So also the social emotional, how we feel when we sing the songs and make them feel comfortable.
Está jugando con el baby está enfermo, hay que darle medicina, ay, de repente alguno de los niños dice, pongámosles el cubreboca, ellos mismos interactúan y saben lo que realmente estamos pasando.
There is, like now we have teamwork with the teachers in upbringing or developing the kids. And so we have also like conversation with the parents, whatever the concerns that they have.
Me gusta mucho estar siempre socializando con los niños. Me gusta siempre la comunicación con los padres, para mí es muy importante. Entonces me gusta que los padres se sientan confortables, que es un lugar seguro, donde ellos pueden traer a sus niños.
We do continuity of care here, so the teachers stay with the kids for 2 to 3 years until they move upstairs to preschool. This is the first time I've experienced, being the primary caregiver for a set of children, and it's very amazing to see them grow, and the parents really enjoy having that familiar face for a couple of years.
And we have wonderful teachers who have dedicated their life to early childhood and enjoy what they're doing and are proud when they see their children excel.
How about those teachers? Big shout out to the teachers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back to our live auction items. After I close the Bolingbrook property sale, we will move to Key Largo, then Chef Velasquez dinner, and vacation property in Ireland. But in the meantime, we're closing Bolingbrook now. The high bid is $1,260. Are there any advances beyond that? At 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold. Bolingbrook is sold. Thank you all for your bids. Thank you to the successful bidder. But just as importantly, thank you to the people who bid against the successful bidder. We wouldn't have the auction without you. All right, now, here is something so relaxing. It's beautiful. 4 days, 3 nights in Key Largo at an Ocean Reef Club condo. Ocean Reef Club combo. I saw an Ocean Reef condo for sale online today. It was only $5 million. Look at the pictures on your screen. 4 days and 3 nights in beautiful Key Largo. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo, sleeps between 2 and 4 people. It's located in a very prestigious club, the Ocean Reef Club. The first and northernmost of the Keys, Largo is. It's easy to get to. You could fly to Miami and rent a car. Enjoy views, modern designs, and central location within the Ocean Reef Club. They have year-round dreamy Florida weather, of course, boating, snorkeling, shopping, dining, dentist, golf, croquet, swimming, spa, fitness, and golf cart access required. And you know what? It's valid for 5 years. Gives you lots of time to use it. Now, it's important to mention, I think, there are some exclusions on when you can go. It excludes December 1st through April 30th, July 1 through 7, November 20 to 30th. And you have 5 years to use it. Thank you, Lawrence and Julie Issa, for your kind donation. The value is $2,000. We will be closing this item after the next segment of our show, so don't delay. Place your final bids now.
Hello, I'm Al Morton and I am the CEO of Breakwater Associates.
And I'm Lucia Palacios, president of Breakwater Associates.
I'm Mark Bellingham of Monarch Construction. I'm the executive vice president. Monarch is a general contractor in the Washington, D.C. area. We were so lucky to be the general contractor to perform the renovation of the Rosemount Center back in 2005.
Hello to our Rosemount family. I am Ward 1 Councilmember Brianne Nadeau, and I'm so glad to be joining you.
I am Dr. Alfred Amato, the founder and president of Behavioral Education Solutions.
I'm delighted to deliver this message of support for the Rosemount Center's virtual fundraiser. Early childhood education is vital to supporting our youngest learners. I'm passionate about making sure the district's youth continue to have opportunities to receive high-quality early education.
Early childhood education is one of the first opportunities that we have to help close the learning gaps, to help address healthcare disparities, and to ensure our kids are getting a strong start in the world.
Rosemount has really been a beacon of hope for many of the young children, providing them with many of the opportunities that they need in order to really start their academic career later on the same playing field as many of the other children in Washington, D.C.
I'm grateful for Rosemount because of the services they provide to their community. I think one of the biggest challenges we face in the DC area is not only keeping housing affordable, but keeping the basic needs that those families have affordable as well.
I am very fortunate to be working with Rosemount because Rosemount is the equalizer, as I conceptualize it, of equalizing what education should be.
For our residents in the District of Columbia, who come from all different backgrounds, it's really exciting to have a center like Rosemount that does offer a dual language program that helps both our residents whose first language is Spanish and also our residents who want to learn Spanish.
For more than 40 years, the Rosemount Center's programs have been the first step in giving district students the ability to advance educationally.
I am very proud to say that we continue to ensure that children of all walks of life get quality early childhood education.
We must be teaching our children from a young age so that they can be successful in life, so that they can have access to the best education their whole lives, so that they can have access to good jobs, so that they can help one another out in the world. These are really critical functions that Rosemount plays right here in our community.
I thank the Rosemount Center for its ongoing work in supporting at-risk families before and after a child is born. I wish you all continued success now and in the future.
And I'd like to say that as consultants to many organizations, Head Start throughout the country, we have an opportunity to visit lots of programs and see those that are most unique. And I'd like to say that Rosemount is an outstanding program, and it's modeled for working with kids from different socioeconomic backgrounds in a Head Start setting. Really is a breakthrough. And we'd like to see more organizations throughout the country adopt this model in a time when we need all people learning to work together at the highest level and at the community level. Rosemount has already mastered that by working with children from all backgrounds and all economic backgrounds to really get them to see that it's important that education is for everyone, and teaching kids to love each other and appreciate their individual background as well as those of others, and respect them. So we appreciate Rosemount for that. They're a model for not only for DC, but I think for the nation. And we look forward to working with them in the future.
And with that, enjoy the winter fiesta, and we look forward to seeing you very soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Amazing. Thank you to all these notable figures for their support of Rosemount Center. Everybody knows about Rosemount Center. Now, before we get to our third live auction item, which is Chef Alaska's dinner, we've still got the business of closing the Ocean Reef Club. That's auction item number 2. The current bid is $2,200. So if you'd like to beat out that bidder, now is the time to click your phone. And I will count it down at 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 8, 7, it's a special fundraising countdown. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sold. Thank you so much to all the bidders, the one who got it and the ones who helped them pay a little more for it. Thank you. All right. Virtual cooking lesson with Chef Benjamin. This has been one of the most popular items here. If we were in our live auction, we would call for him to come out. Chef Benjamin would come out, he would take the microphone, and he would tell you how to cook for your family. Learn to prepare the dinner of your dreams with Rosemount's own Chef Benjamin Velasquez. This virtual cooking lesson for an individual or small group will teach you how to make a 3-course spring meal with a menu designed to accommodate your tastes and preferences naturally. You could even learn how to make the delicious paella that many Rosemount community members will enjoy tonight, that have enjoyed. The meal can be designed as a lunch or a dinner to be scheduled on a mutually agreeable date. Easy, just get your own ingredients. Thank you, Chef Velasquez. And he's a real humanitarian and a beloved member of the Rosemount family. We will be closing this dinner after the next segment of our show, so don't delay. I would suggest to you in every possible way, place your final bids now.
The House of Mercy is the oldest Episcopal charity in the Diocese of Washington, and it is Rosemount's most generous benefactor because we do have the building for $1 a year. And Rosemount fundraises from people in the community because our revenue doesn't cover all the expenses we have. We'll keep spending as much as we can to help people. The more money we get, the more money we spend on human services and education for the kids. So we look to the community, to private foundations, to individuals who have the capability to support a project like Rosemount. And a lot of people are very generous with their time and their talent.
We would like to thank all the vendors who make it possible to keep this building operating, all the parents who come in every day with a smile and bring their children here and entrust us with their well-being day in and day out for years at a time. All of the community people who, for neighbors across the street who understand that everything about an early childhood education center is not inclined to produce what you call a friction-free environment, but they look the other way and say, okay, we understand what the parking problems are and all these other things. And I would like to thank the staff who've been so loyal and supportive, and I'd like to thank Mom and Dad. You have to be able to keep it running, provide the salaries, take care of the kids, provide food, all of that stuff. And it's for profit and not for profit, it's still the same thing. You have to make it work. And for here, the difference is we're not selling cars or whatever, airplane parts. We're selling services for kids.
Rosemount is so thankful for the difference that private donations make to the center's ability to provide services for children and families, particularly those families in need.
What a fantastic reminder about how important your support is tonight. As Martha said, every dollar we raise goes to providing more services for kids and families. So before we go to our last, but certainly not our least, live auction item, which is the vacation property in the Emerald Isle, we have some business here with Cooking with Chef Benjamin. It's closing now. The high bid, believe it or not, folks, is $200. We're going to give you just a couple seconds here, maybe a little longer than that. Let's see a little bit of improvement on that if we can, please. We have $200 on it. And we're making very good time through our program tonight. Everything is well timed, and we really appreciate this, that you're staying with us. Thank you. So we're at 200, and are we still there at 200? All right, we'll do a 10-second countdown now. You can still get your bids in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold. Thank you, Chef Velasquez, for your generous donation. And we look forward to seeing you here in the school next year for the live auction. Here's the moment you've all been waiting for. The next item up for bid is a 7-night stay at an Irish Landmark Trust property. Irish Landmark Trust. It's a one-of-a-kind stay in Ireland, courtesy of the Irish Landmark Trust. It's a nonprofit organization that gives new life to interesting and unusual properties through conservation and exquisite restoration. Take a look at the pictures of the variety. It's been happening since 1992. They have turned historic buildings into truly unique holiday accommodations. They've got lighthouses, schoolhouses, medieval castles, gate lodges. Now you can experience the magic of the Emerald Isle, and it's wonderful, of course. With a 7-night stay in one of the Trust's exceptional properties, it's in every corner of the country. It can be an opportunity for the whole family. Now, it's any property that will sleep up to 5 people. So the different properties have different amounts. But listen to some of these places. Galley Head Lightkeeper's House, the Schoolhouse at Anigmore in County Sligo, the Parade House in County Cork, the Loop Head in County Clare. Just fabulous. And like some of the other packages tonight, this is valid for 5 full years. And that is really stepping up to deal with the times. Thank you, donors. Irish Landmark Trust, Jacques Rondeau. The value is $1,950 on this. Don't delay. We're going to close this item after our next segment, which is happening right now. Get your bids in now.
So it's been a challenge, but I think within about 35, 40 days of closing in March, we started developing a reopening plan. which came to fruition in September.
Children actually, surprisingly, are doing very well. They are prepared. They know what COVID is. They know the importance of social distancing, putting on masks. Don't know the risk involved in contracting COVID.
Anteriormente nos teníamos la oportunidad de hablar con los padres de familia, preguntarles cómo estaba el niño, si le faltaba una vacuna, si el niño tenía alergias, y tenía toda esa oportunidad. Ahora ya no, los papás esperan en la puerta, es muy rápido que uno entrega el papel, no hay mucha oportunidad para hablar con los padres.
It's not the same before and after the pandemic, because when you stay with the kids, after I take the kids, I give you a hug, give kisses, and the kids coming with me. Now it's distance, right?
But now just pick it up outside. We don't have now contact with the family. But we bring the kids, wash hands.
But as for enjoying the school, they are still having great fun here. COVID or no COVID, they're still enjoying themselves and the class and the teachers.
Well, I really love these kids because, even besides the pandemic, I see the transition with them, it being so easy. The attachment they have, with us is amazing.
I just want to take a shout out to the operation, to our CEO, Jack and Martha, and Ms. Catherine, because during the COVID, a lot of people lost jobs. But the operation, they made sure, I get emotional when I talk about it. They got so we are all paid, even if we are not putting all the time and we are home, we got paid. And when we come back during Thanksgiving, they gave us some gifts, gave us cards, and Christmas also gave us some bonuses. I think I just want to give a shout out to them and say that we appreciate their kindness.
And a shout out to all of you who made that kindness possible. Okay, here it is, the last of our live auction items. That fabulous house in Ireland is closing now. Our bid is $3,120. How about that? We're having a great night thanks to your help tonight, folks. $3,120 on the Irish Trust property. Let's count it down with 10 seconds. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Are we still at 3120? 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to the highest bidder. And thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for all your bids tonight. Now keep in mind, the bids for kids with the playground equipment is still open. You can still help. Every bid will count. And in fact, you're going to be able to bid on that until 9 p.m. tomorrow night. But with this, we have come to the end of our program this evening. It's been so spectacular to be here with you, and we are so very grateful for your incredible generosity this evening. As a reminder, if you have not yet had an opportunity to make a contribution, the Bid for Kids button on your bidding platform, again, will be open until Sunday at 9 p.m. Next time you're in the school, find Catherine and tell her what a great job she did on this behind the scenes. Martha, too. If you are the lucky winner of one or more auction items, please note that certificates for non-tangible items will be mailed or emailed to you next week, and that pickup for tangible auction items will occur the week of March 8th. That's good information, March 8th. You'll be contacted with more details in the coming days. In closing, please know that the investment you made this evening is an investment in a child's future well-being. Rosemount will continue to provide comprehensive dual language services in a multicultural environment to children and families. Many in great need, but because of your support, we thank you and look forward to welcoming you back to Rosemount soon. Thank you.